Hello learners, I am Deepak Basumatari, an Assistant Professor of Philosophy at Krishnaganda Hendrik State Open University. In our previous video, we delve into the significance of education and family as two foundational pillars of the ideal state. We explored how this institution nurtures individuals to become morally virtuous, intellectually capable, and socially responsible, ultimately contributing to a just and flourishing society. In the final video of this unit, we will discuss the key features of Plato's ideal state. Plato's ideal state, as articulated in the Republic, is a profound philosophical model that aims to achieve justice, wisdom, and harmony within society. The core principles and structure of this utopian vision include justice is the foundation of Plato's ideal state, where each individual performs their designated role without overstepping their bounds, creating a harmonious society. The state is governed by philosopher kings who possess the intellectual and moral virtues necessary to make decisions for the common good, ensuring governance by reason and knowledge. The state is divided into three classes, each corresponding to a part of the human soul. Rulers, which is philosopher's king, represent the rational part and are responsible for governance. Guardians, which is auxiliaries, reflect the spirited part and protect the state. Producers, craftsmen, farmers, and merchants correspond to the appetitive part, provide for material needs of the society. Plato emphasizes the need for balance and harmony, both within the individual and the state. A well-ordered state mirrors a well-balanced soul, where each class and individual performs their role in alignment with the common good. Education is pivotal in Plato's ideal state, designed to cultivate virtues and talents and identify potential philosopher kings. It fosters unity and aligns individual interest with the well-being of the state. Plato's ideal state presents a visionary model of a just and harmonious society through the governance of philosophers kings, a tripartite social structure, and a commitment to the common good. Plato offers a blueprint for achieving the highest aspirations of human nature. While utopian, his vision continues to inspire discussion on governance, justice, and societal organization. So learners, now let's discuss the introduction to Plato's tripartite class structure. In the Republic, Plato introduces a vision of an ideal state grounded in the principles of justice and harmony. This vision is not only a political or social commentary, but a profound philosophical model that intertwines metaphysics, ethics, and politics. Central to this vision is his concept of the tripartite class structure, which mirrors his understanding of the human soul. Plato's innovative analogy between the state and the individual forms of the bedrock of his political philosophy, providing a framework for understanding justice both in the soul and in society. Plato's ideal state is meticulously structured to reflect his belief that justice is the highest virtue. According to Plato, the state and the individual are similar, each composed of three parts that must function in harmony for justice to prevail. This tripartite division is essential because it allows for the specialization of roles, ensuring that each part or class performs its function efficiently and contributes to the overall good of the state. The human soul, as described by Plato, comprises three distinct parts: the rational, the spirited, and the appetitive. The rational part seeks truth and wisdom, guiding individuals through reason and intellect. The spirited part is associated with courage and honor, driving the individual to action and defense of their beliefs. The appetitive part is concerned with physical desires and material needs, motivating the individual to seek satisfaction and comfort. Plato extends this tripartite structure to the state, asserting that a just state mirrors the structure of a just soul. Therefore, The state too should be divided into three classes, each corresponding to a part of the soul and each with its own distinct roles and responsibilities. These classes are the rulers, the guardians, and the producers. The rulers, corresponding to the rational part of the soul, are the philosopher kings. They possess wisdom and knowledge, making them best suited to govern the state. Their primary responsibility is to make decisions that ensure the well-being and the harmony of the entire state. The guardians, aligned with the spirited part of the soul, are the warrior class. Their role is to protect the state from external threats and maintain internal order, driven by courage and sense of duty. Finally, the producers correspond to the appetitive part of the soul. This class includes farmers, artisans, and merchants who provide the material goods and services necessary for the state's survival and economic stability. Plato's tripartite class structure is more than a mere division of labor. It is a philosophical assertion about the nature of justice and the proper ordering of society. Each class has a distinct and crucial role, and justice is achieved when each class performs its role without interfering with the functions of the other classes. This harmonious arrangement ensures that states operates smoothly and that the needs of all citizens are met. In summary, Plato's tripartite class structure in the Republic is a profound reflection of his belief that the state and the individuals are deeply interconnected. By mirroring the structure of the human soul, Plato's ideal state strives to achieve justice through specialization and harmony, with each class contributing to the common good. This concept remains a cornerstone of his political philosophy, offering timeless insight into the nature of justice and the organization of society. Now, learners, we will shift our attention to the philosophical foundation of the tripartite class structure after discussing the introduction to Plato's tripartite class structure. Plato's philosophy in the Republic revolves around justice as the supreme virtue for both individuals and the state. Justice for Plato is not a only legal or social construct, but an alignment of roles and functions, mirroring harmony within the soul. A just individual achieves inner harmony when the three parts of the soul, rational, spirited, and appetitive, perform their respective roles without interference. Similarly, a just state functions harmoniously when each class fulfills its designated role. The rational part of the soul, the seat of wisdom and reason, corresponds to the rulers or philosophers king in the state. Chosen for their superior wisdom and understanding of the good, philosophers kings are educated to perceive the true nature of reality. Their governance, grounded in knowledge and philosophical training, ensures decisions prioritize the common good, reflecting the rational soul's guidance in the individuals. The spirited part of the soul, driven by honor and courage, aligns with the guardians or auxiliaries. This warrior class defends the state from threats and enforces laws. Plato emphasizes their education in physical and moral discipline, ensuring they channel their spirited nature into duty and loyalty. Their role is vital for the state's security and stability. The appetitive parts, governing desires for material needs, corresponds to the producers, farmers, artisans, and merchants. Producers fulfill the state's economic needs, supporting its survival and prosperity. Their adherence to their role ensures societal stability. Plato's tripartite class structure reflects the soul's harmony, aligning the roles of rulers, guardians, and producers with rationality, spirit, and appetite. This model embodies justice, ensuring each class contributes to societal harmony, mirroring the inner balance of just individual. Now, learners, we will discuss the first class of Plato's ideal state, which is the rulers or the philosopher kings. In Plato's Republic, philosopher kings serve as the ideal rulers of his and Vigian state, blending wisdom, justice, and a profound understanding of reality. Plato argues that True governance demands not just political or military prowess, but also a grasp of the forms, especially the form of the good, which underpins justice and effective leadership. The selection of philosopher kings begins with an extensive education designed to nurture intellectual and moral excellence. This training incorporates physical fitness to develop discipline and resilience, essential traits for leadership. Plato also emphasizes the role of music and the arts in harmonizing the soul, fostering an appreciation for beauty and proportion, which are vital for creating harmony within the state. Mathematics is another cornerstone of this education, cultivating abstract thinking and logical reasoning to comprehend the forms and formulate just policies. The final and most crucial phase is the study of dialectics, where individuals engage in deep philosophical inquiry, questioning assumptions, grasping truths foundational to governance. This rigorous journey filters out those unfit for leadership, leaving only those with a genuine love of wisdom and the capacity for just rule. Philosopher kings are defined by their profound understanding of the forms, with the forms of the good as the ultimate reality guiding their decisions. Unlike rulers driven by personal ambition, they prioritize the common good, exercising impartiality and a deep sense of responsibility. Their governance, grounded in wisdom and rationality, ensures decisions are informed by justice, ethics, and the state's needs. This approach has significant implications. Philosopher kings rely on reason and knowledge rather than personal interest or popular opinion, crafting policies that promote justice and the common good. Their primary goal is to create a harmonious and just society where all citizens contribute effectively. By adhering to principles of justice and rationality, they prevent conflicts and power struggles, fostering unity and stability within the state. In Plato's ideal state, the philosopher king exemplifies the fusion of reason, wisdom, and commitment to the common good. Their leadership ensures that the state operates harmoniously and justly, reflecting Plato's belief in the transformative power of knowledge and the necessity of wisdom in achieving a just and stable society. Now, learners, we will discuss the second class of Plato's ideal state, which is the guardians or auxiliaries. In Plato's ideal state, the guardians serve as the protectors and enforcers of laws established by the philosopher kings, ensuring stability and security. Selected for their physical strength and moral integrity and courage, guardians embody the virtues of bravery, loyalty, and selflessness, prioritizing the state's welfare over personal interests. Their primary duties include defending the state from external threats, maintaining internal order by enforcing laws and policies. Guardians play a vital role in implementing the philosopher king's directives, holding justice, maintaining societal harmony. To prepare them for these responsibilities, Plato envisions a comprehensive education system that balances physical training with moral and intellectual development. Rigorous physical conditioning equips them for defense, while studies in music and poetry cultivate emotional sensitivity and moral character. This balanced education ensures that guardians act with both strength and wisdom. Guardians live communally without private property to prevent personal wealth accumulation or conflicts of interest. This lifestyle reinforces their loyalty to the state and helps them focus entirely on their duties, avoiding distraction from personal gain. As protectors and enforcers, guardians are integral to the functioning of Plato's ideal state. Their training, lifestyle, and selection process are designed to cultivate individuals who uphold justice, harmony, and a common good. By blending physical capability with moral uprightness, Plato envisions the guardian as a class dedicated to the preserving the stability and security of the society they serve. Now, learners will discuss the third class of Plato's ideal state, which is the producers. In Plato's ideal state, the producer forms the most numerous and economically vital class. providing the essential goods and services that sustain the entire society. This class encompasses a diverse range of occupations and plays a critical role in ensuring the material well-being of all citizens. The producers include individuals with various skills and professions such as farmers, artisans, merchants, and laborers. Each role is crucial for the state's economic functionality. Farmers are responsible for growing crops and raising livestock, which provides the food necessary for the population's sustenance. Artisans create goods and products ranging from tools and clothing to furniture and art. Their craftsmanship contribute to the quality and variety of material culture in the state. Merchants facilitate trade and commerce both within the state and with external regions, ensuring that goods are distributed efficiently and that the economy remains dynamic. Laborer performs the essential work that supports both the production and distribution processes, contributing to various industries and services. Each member of this class uses their specialized skills to contribute to the economic stability and prosperity of the state. By fulfilling their respective roles, producers help maintain the material foundation necessary for the well-being of the society. The producers are responsible for generating and providing the fundamental goods required for daily life, such as food, shelter, clothing, and other necessities. Their labor ensures that the state's economy remains functional and robust. By cultivating crops and raising animals, farmers ensure a steady supply of food. Artisans create items that people need for various aspects of their lives, from practical tools to decorative objects. Merchants facilitate the exchange of goods and services, both locally and regionally, contributing to economic growth and diversifications. Labor supports various sectors, from construction to transportation, enabling the smooth operation of the economy. The ability of the producers to own property, accumulate wealth, distinguishes them from the other classes. However, their economic activities are still framed by the principles of justice and the common good. While they are permitted to amass personal wealth, this does not override their commitment to contributing to the overall well-being of the state. A key element of Plato's vision for the state is the harmony and the cooperation between the different classes. While the producers focus on their specialized tasks, their role is inherently linked to the function of the guardians and rulers. The goods and services produced by this class enable the guardians to fulfill their duties effectively. For example, food and supplies provided by the producers support the guardians' readiness and the ability to defend and enforce laws. The economic stability provided by the producers allows the rulers to govern effectively without being burdened by material concerns. The producers' work ensures that rulers can focus on their philosophical and administrative duties. The interdependence between the classes is crucial for maintaining societal balance and stability. The producers' efforts in their respective fields support and sustain the activities of the guardians and rulers, creating a cohesive and functioning state. The producers are central to Plato's ideal state as they underpin the economic structure and material needs of society. Their diverse roles contribute to the overall prosperity and stability of the state, ensuring that all citizens have access to the essentials of life, allowing them to own property, accumulate wealth. Plato acknowledges their role in the economy while still emphasizing the importance of justice and the common good. The producers' cooperation with the other classes reinforces the harmonious and balanced nature of Plato's envisioned society, where each class fulfills its role to support the functioning and well-being of the state. Now, learners will focus upon the interrelationship between the classes after explication of the three classes of Plato's ideal state. Plato's ideal state is designed to achieve harmony and efficiency through the interdependent roles of its three classes: rulers, guardians, and producers. Each class has a specific function that contributes to the overall well-being of the state and their interrelationships are crucial for maintaining justice and stability. The three classes in Plato's model, which are rulers, guardians, and producers, are interconnected in their roles and responsibilities, creating a system of mutual dependence. The rulers, or philosopher kings, provide the state with wisdom and governance. They make decisions based on their knowledge of the form, especially the form of the good. Their role is to create laws, policies, and strategies that guide the state's direction and ensure its prosperity. The guardians or auxiliaries are responsible for enforcing the laws and protecting the state from external and internal threats. They depend on the ruler's decisions and policies to understand their duties and objectives. Their protection ensures that the states remain secure, allowing the rulers to govern effectively. The producers form the backbone of the state's economy. They provide the goods and services necessary for daily life and economic stability. Their productive efforts supply the guardians and rulers with the resources needed to perform their roles. Without the producers, the rulers would lack the material support necessary to govern, and the guardians would be unable to protect and enforce law effectively. Each class activities and responsibilities are closely intertwined. The effectiveness of one class is relying on the contribution of the others. This interdependence ensures that no single class becomes dominant or is neglected, fostering a balanced and functional society. Now, learner, let's focus on the criticism of Plato's ideal state. Plato's tripartite class structure, as outlined in the Republic, has exerted a profound influence on political philosophy, while its vision of a harmonious and just society is compelling. It has also faced significant criticisms and debates over its feasibility and ethical implications. Despite these criticisms, the underlying principles of Plato's model continue to resonate in contemporary discussion on governance and social organizations. First is undemocratic and elitist nature. One of the primary criticisms of Plato's tripartite class structure is its perceived undemocratic nature. Plato's model inherently limits social mobility as individuals are assigned roles based on their perceived abilities and the nature of their soul. Critics argue that this rigid class division contradicts democratic principles of equality and personal freedom. In Plato's vision, once an individual is categorized into a particular class, rulers, guardians, or producers, they are expected to remain in that class for life. This lack of flexibility undermines the possibility of personal advancement and social mobility, which are fundamental aspects of democratic societies. Second is feasibility of philosopher kings. Another significant critique concerns the practicality of philosopher kings. Plato proposes that only those who have attained a deep understanding of the forms, particularly the form of the good, are fit to govern. Critics questions whether it is realistic or feasible for a state to be governed by a small group of intellectual elites. The ideal of philosopher kings presumes that such individuals can possess both the wisdom and moral integrity to rule effectively. But skeptics argue that, in practice, this is an unrealistic expectation. They point to historical and contemporary examples where intellectual elites or technocrats have failed to govern justly, raising doubts about the efficacy of Plato's ideal rulers. Number 3 is the implementation of Plato's tripartite class structures also face scrutiny. Critics argue that Plato's model does not account for the complexities of human behavior and societal dynamics. The assumption that individuals can be neatly categorized into fixed roles based on their abilities may overlook the nuances of individual potential and the capacity for change. Moreover, the rigid separation between classes might lead to social friction, lack of cooperation, contrary to the ideal of harmonious society. Critics question whether such a model could be practically applied without leading to issues of inequality and conflict. Despite this criticism, the principles underlying Plato's tripartite class structure continue to hold relevance in contemporary discussion on governance and social organization. The emphasis on justice, specialized roles, and ethical leadership remain significant in addressing modern societal challenges. So, learners, in the conclusion, it can be said that Plato's tripartite class structure presents an ideal vision of a harmonious and just society where each class fulfills its designated role to achieve the common good. While the model has faced criticisms for its undemocratic and elitist nature and questioned the feasibility of philosopher kings, its underlying principles continue to offer valuable insight into governance and social organizations. By reflecting on Plato's ideas, modern societies can gain a deeper understanding of the qualities necessary for effective leadership and the importance of specialized roles and the need for balancing individual and collective goals. Plato's tripartite structure, despite its utopian aspects, remains a significant reference point for discussion on justice, leadership, and social harmony. Now, learners, let's focus on the key questions that arise from the discussion above. First is, what is the role of justice in Plato's ideal state? How does it contribute to societal harmony? Second is, why does Plato consider philosopher kings as the most suitable rulers, and what intellectual and moral virtues must they possess? Thirdly, how does Plato's tripartite class structure correspond to the divisions of the human soul, and what role do the rulers, guardians, and the producers play within this framework? Fourthly, in what ways does education serve as the foundation for cultivating virtues and identifying philosophers' kings in Plato's ideal state? Fifthly, how does the concept of balance and harmony within the individual reflect the organization and functioning of the ideal state in Plato's philosophy? So, learners, in this final segment, we have delved into Plato's ideal state as described in a republic, examining its foundational principles of justice, governance by philosopher kings, and tripartite class structure that reflects the harmony of the human soul. The discussion have highlighted how each class, the rulers, guardians, and producers, contribute to a well-ordered society, and how education serves as the cornerstone of cultivating virtue and achieving the common good. I hope this exploration has enriched your understanding of Plato's visionary model and its enduring relevance of debates on governance, justice, and the organization of society. So, thank you for your thoughtful engagement and the dedication throughout this session.